Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little fall transformation video. So I'm not going to lie, right now I'm literally wearing shorts because it is a hot day, but we're just going to ignore that and I'm going to get myself into the fall mood because I'm ready for fall. I really hope that the lighting is okay in this video. I can't even tell you the amount of time that it took me to get the lighting decent. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's this setup. There's something about it. I'm having a hard time getting the lighting right, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video anyways. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see from me, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so down below. I would really appreciate that, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. You can also come join me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description box down below, and let's get started with this fun fall transformation. Okay guys, we're in a little closer. I changed my lens. I really hope the lighting is okay on this too. I'm drinking peppermint tea right now, which isn't super fallish, but that's kind of what I was in the mood for today. Let's just go ahead and get straight into the eye makeup first. I feel like that's easiest because I do have eyelash extensions on right now, and I just want to get that out of the way and done so I can move on to the rest of the face. So please excuse that I'm looking like such a hot mess right now. I know, you guys, but that's the whole point of a transformation video, right? Okay, so to prime my eyelids, I'm going to use my ColourPop No Filter Concealer and my little e.l.f. makeup sponge. I love this sponge. It's one of my favorites. So I'm just going to apply some to the lids and blend it out. It's so hard to blend concealer out with eyelash extensions, you guys. Okay, let's set that down really quickly with some powder. I'm going to use my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. Looks like this. Just going to grab a brush. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is Anastasia Modern Renaissance. This is an oldie but a goodie, and maybe a lot of you think this palette has been over-talked about, overused, but I literally can never get enough of this palette in the fall time. I still love it. I want to do like a nice smoky fall warm look, but nothing too crazy, still super wearable. So let's jump straight into it. I'm gonna use, let's see, just a good old blending brush. This one is from Coastal Scents, I think. And I'm gonna first grab Raw Sienna, which is this one all the way over here on the end, this transition shade. And I'm just going to go straight into the crease with this. Man, I haven't used this palette in a while because I was using a different one that was in my project pan. And like, I forgot how nicely these shades just blend so beautifully. Next, we're going to see if we can add some dimension. And I'm going to grab Golden Ochre, which is the shade right here. It's one of the lightest, I think it's the lightest transition shade in this palette. And I'm just going to take it above that shade, kind of. I just want to add a little bit more dimension, give it that like gradient effect. And then actually using the same brush, I think I'm going to go into Real Gar. I feel like I never use this shade right here on the end, the reddish one. And I'm just going to use the same brush because this is a pretty small crease brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush and direct this like straight into the crease. So just focusing it in the crease and trying not to blend it up too far. Then when there's like nothing left on my brush, I'll just go up a little bit to make sure it's really well diffused. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I want to try something a little different. So I think I'm going to take Raw Sienna, that first transition shade that we used, and I'm going to put this kind of all over the lid, and then I'm going to add one more shadow. We're going to see how it goes. So taking Raw Sienna with kind of like a flat, fluffy brush, I'm just going to pat this all over the lid. I really hope this isn't a mistake. I think I'm going to grab the shade Primavera, which is like the gold shimmer shade in the palette. I'm going to take that on my finger, and I'm just going to like tap this onto the center of the lid. So I'm not going to put this all over my eyelid, just like in the center. And that's pretty, but I feel like it's not coming off quite as intense as I want. So I'm actually going to grab a flat shader brush. I'm just going to use this one from ColourPop, And then I'm going to grab my Milani Make It Last setting spray and just dip my brush into Primavera again and then spray it a little bit. Since I took that pretty high, I am going to go back into Raw Sienna with my blending brush and just blend like right above that, like kind of diffusing it so that it's not like splotchy up into the crease. And then I do feel like in all that blending, we kind of lost Realgar, so I'm going back into that shade with a super small defined blending brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more, kind of like in the outer crease here, and slowly bring it in. I think with a look like this, a lot of the time you just have to layer to get like the perfect effect that you want, because it takes a lot of blending, a lot of layering and building shades back up to make sure you get the right intensity of everything. Okay, and then as a last step for the eyes, I'm gonna grab a tiny little angled defining brush, and I'm gonna take Red Ochre, which is this like darker red shade right here, and I am going to just use this to line my eyes, kind of like a deeper shade for eyeliner, I guess. It's not too dark. I think we're good on the eyes. I'm just gonna brush through my eyelash extensions a little bit. Let me do the rest of my face so I can show you guys how it all looks together. I think I'm gonna prime with my NYX Angel Veil primer. I feel like I don't use this very often. This is also an oldie but a goodie. I really like this primer, especially since I'm going to be using like a dewier foundation, so I want to kind of make sure that it's not too like wet looking. Obviously there's nothing wrong with that, but I want my skin to have a little bit more of like a smooth effect, so I'm using this primer underneath. And my face is a little bit lighter than the rest of me. I don't know if you can tell because I am wearing self-tan. It's several days old, so it's not fresh, but I still have a little bit left, so I just want to make sure that my foundation actually matches my neck. I am using the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. This is in the shade Light Medium. Just to make it a little easier for myself, I'm just going to grab the dropper because it comes in this kind of packaging, and I'm just going to kind of dot this on my face. You have to be careful with this thing because you don't want there to be too much product coming out. We'll start with that. Blend it down the neck a little bit. I know it looks like a little bit light on camera, but in person it's a pretty close match, and once I put bronzer on, it always darkens everything up anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Blend it into the hairline, never forget that. Random side note, I actually just got these earrings on Amazon. They're like real silver or white gold or something. All I know is that they're supposed to be great if you're sensitive to like that fake jewelry that turns green, and it turns my ears green. I don't know about you, but I have really sensitive ears and my piercings will literally get clogged. It's disgusting. And my jewelry like turns green and then it turns my ears green. So I finally got like some real, I think silver plated or white gold plated. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just really hoping that these don't irritate my ears. So I've had them in for like a day or two and pray that they work because I am so sensitive to earrings. I will leave them linked down below in the description box, and then I will update you guys on them and let you know if they haven't irritated my ears. Anyway, I blended for like a good 10 minutes there. So I'm gonna grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Medium. I don't really have a ton of blemishes to cover up right now, but I am gonna actually layer this concealer with my ColourPop one that I used to prime the eyelids. This one is in the shade Light 18. I just like these two mixed together because the Tarte one is more matte and full coverage, and while the ColourPop one is also full coverage, it's not quite as matte, so I feel like they kind of balance each other out, and it's also a little bit lighter, so these mixed together make a great shade for me. Guys, literally my hair looks crazy right now. I'm so sorry. I look insane. I can't wait to see this transformation myself. Going under the eyes with that concealer. I have the craziest dark circles, you guys. Sorry if I'm talking way too much in this video, but I just feel chatty. putting that into the inner corner. And then I love to set my concealer under my eyes with a pressed powder or a loose powder, either one, but the secret is using a sponge, and the Real Technique sponge is amazing because it's super pointed on the end, so it really gets in there and sets everything. And then I am just grabbing a brush to set down my forehead lines because those crease, as well as my smile lines. And then we're going to move on to bronzer to bring some color back into the face. I just have it in the pan, but I'm going to use the ColourPop Private Party Bronzer. I've really been liking this. I love that this bronzer has some like sheen to it. It's not shimmery or glittery, it just has like a nice little sheen. I'm just going to use the same brush and just go over the sides of my nose a little bit because I feel like I can always use some color there. And then I think for blush, I don't want to do anything too intense because I don't want it to like contrast with the eyeshadow, but I think I'm going to grab my Anastasia blush palette. This is in the shade Peachy Love. There's 3 shades in here, and I am going to use Nectarine, which is the shade all the way over here on this side. It's like a nice neutral pink shade with a little bit of like a warmth to it that I think is really nice for fall. Really tapping that off because this is a super pigmented blush. I'm pretty sure all the shades in here are pretty pigmented, so lightly going over the cheeks. I don't care what time of year it is. I feel like I always bring my blush up to the inner part of the face just because I feel like it gives that gorgeous like sun-kissed tanned look, even if it's the fall. Just a little bit extra on the nose. Forgot to do my lower lash line. That's okay, we'll come back to it. I'm gonna use Morphe High Impact Highlighter in the shade Spark. I love this highlight and I feel like I haven't used it in so long. Right on the tops of the cheekbones. I just like to take the excess and kind of bring it all over the face, like the forehead and the chin, nose. Now that we're done with the highlight, we're gonna go back to the lower lash line like I mentioned. I'm just gonna use one simple brush, that fluffy flat brush that we used earlier. I'm gonna go back into Raw Sienna and Real Gar. I'm gonna mix those 2 shades together a little bit. Both of the shades on the ends. And then I'm just gonna take a small brush and put the shade Tempura, this one right here, the lightest shade in the palette, onto the inner corners of the eyes. Right now, I am going to line my waterline with the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in Mr. Bing. All the writing is come off, but this is Mr. Bing. This was the Kathleen Lights collab with ColourPop. Alright, so I think I am going to put a little bit of mascara on the lower lashes. I'm just going to use my Lancome Monster Big. I don't like too much lower lash mascara because it does get clumpy for me, so. Okay, I don't know what it is about me, but I feel like I always do brows and lips at the end. So for brows today, I'm going to use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is just a little mini one and it's almost gone. I need to use this thing up. And then my e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. For lips, I'm going to line with my little Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 04 All Natural. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the ColourPop .0 lipstick. This is their Ultra Satin Lip. And then I'm going to put the Bare Minerals lipstick on top of this. Actually, I'm not even sure what these lipsticks are called. I'll try to leave it in the description box. But this is in the shade Panko. This Panko shade is really warm and this one is more cool toned. So I kind of want to make like a mix between the two. So I'm going to add the .0 first. Just let that dry for a second. I'm going to take Panko. This is like a creamy lipstick and this one is like more matte. It's going to kind of give it more of a cream satin finish. I love that layered so much. Now, we're gonna set the face with some setting spray and then we're gonna move on to the hair. You guys, this video is gonna be like a million years long. Milani, make it last. Time for the hair. So, I'm gonna take my hair out of my little bun here. Just grab my Tresemme heat protectant. Do a few spritz of this. Okay, so I'm gonna start by sectioning my hair off. And what I'm gonna do for this look is section the bottom layers off and straighten them. And then I'm gonna use my curling iron only on the top layer, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm doing. I got this hairstyle idea from another YouTuber, and I think her name is Daisy Cash. I think that's what it is. So I'm just gonna run my straightener over it. I'm not gonna be too picky. So I'm obviously not being too picky with these pieces because you're not really gonna see them when the hair is done. Again, just kind of going over with the straightener, not being too picky. Okay, so everything about this hairstyle is the top layer. So we're gonna take the top layer down. I'm gonna part it just off center a little bit, not 100% in the middle. I'm gonna look a little crazy here, but I'm just gonna tie off one side so that it doesn't get mixed in too much. Like I said, I look crazy right now. I am going to use my curling iron. This is the John Frieda tapered barrel. I don't even know what the exact size of this. I think it's like 1.5 inch to 1 inch or something like that. And I'm just gonna take a section about that size, and I'm gonna take the curling iron and start a little bit further. Oh, you guys can't even see, great. I'm gonna start a little further down here, and I'm not gonna wrap it all the way. So it's kind of just like a centerpiece, kind of like a bendy curl. I'll show you guys then, but I'm actually going to be curling these all away from my face. This is just the type of look I'm going for. Hopefully it turns out how I want. I'm gonna let that go. The point of doing it this way is so that your hair doesn't just like poof out. Straightening the under layers, it doesn't just like poof out everywhere. It just gives you that vibe that you want on the top. I'm just gonna start to run my fingers through like the back pieces that I haven't put heat on recently, so hopefully they won't come out. Okay, you guys, so the goal is to have these kind of like uniform waves that go like towards the back of the head and like kind of all look like they're blended in together, like bendy waves almost. But I can tell that you can really see the straight layers underneath here. And I figured, you know, that will all be hidden. This is my first time trying this hairstyle. And I have a pretty blunt cut. I don't really have layers. But for some reason, it's just the fact that straightening the hair makes it longer than the rest. So it's, you know, kind of obvious where the straightening is. And I feel like it still just kind of like poofs out. Maybe I didn't do the best job, but I also feel like this just looks kind of odd. Kind of crazy. So I'm actually going to do like a little half up, half down to like try to hide some of this. I think I'm going to take the top layer, bring it back, and then curl or wave the bottom layers a little bit. So I'm going to do that really quickly, and then I will be back and we'll do like a little half up, half down. Okay, so that didn't work too well on top of the straightening, but we at least added some texture into the hair so it's not like perfectly straight hair. Okay, let's see. Now that I have hair all over my shirt, I'm going to grab some pieces in the front and just do like a little twisty to the back of my head or whatever. Add some bobby pins. I don't know, you guys. I feel like this looks crazy, but we're just gonna roll with it because I worked so hard on my hair and I feel like we haven't really gotten very far. Kind of just like doing the twists like flat against my head so it's not poofing out. Take some pieces out in the front maybe. Okay, so still a little poofy, but kind of cute, right? Kind of like this hairstyle for fall because I feel like it really just gives me the fall vibes. Something about this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I know it's a little bit of a rough job. I had like this whole cute hairstyle planned out that I was going to try, and it kind of turned into a flop. So I apologize for that. But now for the fun part, let me go put on my little fall earrings that I have and my sweater, and I will be right back. Do you guys love this fall sweater as much as I do? I just got this at Fashion Nova and I am obsessed with this sweater. Maybe I'll just like leave my hair tucked in there. Oh my gosh. There's so many spiders outside my window right now. Okay, let's take the hair out and I'm gonna change my earrings. The earrings that I have are these super cute like leopard print hoops. I got these on Amazon and I'm obsessed with them. They came in 2 sizes. This is what they look like. Little like leopard print hoops, and I think they're so cute. So I'm gonna take off the earring in my first piercing because I do have double piercings. It's kind of hard to get off. Oh my gosh, yes! I love these earrings. I haven't tried them on yet. I wore the small ones in my last video, so these big ones I like even more. Alright guys, so there you have it. This is my little fall transformation. I wanted to do like a further out shot of this sweater because I'm so obsessed with it. I will leave it linked in the description box if you guys want to check it out. I just love this turtleneck. It's so cozy and I love the color of it. I feel like it goes really well with this makeup look. And it has like these balloon kind of sleeves with like little like eyelet holes in it, which I think is really cute, like up to the elbow. I will try to leave these exact ones linked in the description box as well if you guys want to check them out because they were super affordable for 2 pairs, 2 different sizes of hoops, and I've been wanting to have some like leopard earrings for so long. So yeah, I actually do like how the hair turned out. I also kind of like how it looks like tucked into the sweater and just have like that messy cozy fall vibe. Yeah, I really like it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'm loving this lip combo as well. Again, that was the ColourPop 0.0 lip and Panko from Bare Minerals. So yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. I would love to hear them. Let me know if you'd like to see transformation videos like this. If you want to see more makeup videos from me, more vlogs, more lifestyle, let me know in the comments down below. And give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.